What's going on, my friends? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Bitcoin. We're also going to get in some altcoins as well. Right now, Bitcoin's sitting around $20,000. We're down negative 1.45%. And what I want to do, guys, was take a look at the 1 week time frame. We're going to look at the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, and kind of see what's going on with these trends, because trends are the most important thing. And we have to look at these longer term trends to determine shorter term entries. So when we're taking a look at this here, guys, for Bitcoin, and this is on the 1 week time frame, we step back, we're really looking, obviously, we're in a downtrend here, guys. If we turn on our moving averages, we're trading below our 30-week, we're trading below our 50-week, and we are now trading below our 200-week moving average. We're having candle closes below it. So that's something that we have to keep an eye on there. You know, in the history of Bitcoin, I don't think we've really seen this too much, so we have to pay attention to that, and we have to get back up above this 200, or most likely we're going to drop down to lower levels. And according to the VPVR here, that potentially could be around that $12,000 range. Not saying we have to get there, guys. This could turn around at any moment. We know how Bitcoin does. It can go up or down $10,000 in a day. So when we're looking at this here, we're just going by the technicals here, and the technicals, we're trading below all of our moving average. On the weekly, our trend is down. We've gotten very extended to the downside here, guys, and if we did get a bounce, if we were taking a look here, even just a modest bounce, say back up to that 0.382, that could put us around 29,000, and that's an area we've been looking at for a while. But still, we got to get something moving here, and it needs to happen fairly soon. If we go into the 1 day time frame now, so remember, our weekly's in a downtrend. Daily, for real, guys, I know we're trying to get a little move here, but just overall we're in a downtrend as well on the daily time frame. We're trading below our 30, our 50, and our 200 moving average. You can see the yellow downtrend line here. We have had some climax volume down in this range that potentially could mark some type of local bottom. We got to keep an eye on that, as well as this here. So we had our low, we had the high of the bounce, higher low, we had a higher high, but it was lacking follow through. So we have to get some volume to try to get up and test some of these higher levels around $23,000 is what we're going to be looking for. So on the daily still, guys, you know, downtrend. If we take a look at the 4 hour time frame, 4 hour time frame, we're still not above this 200 moving average, so that could act as pretty strong overhead resistance. But when we're looking at this here, you can see these main areas of overhead resistance at about 21,700. Then it's going to be around that 22,700. Those are going to be the spots. If we can get over top of that, then we could run up and test this area of about 26,000, this 200 moving average. But still, guys, you know, just looking at this, gauging off this 200 moving average, we are still in that downtrend, right? Then if we get into our 1 hour time frame, and also if you guys get some from these videos, you like what I put out, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Try to be as truthful as I can with you guys. I don't want anybody FOMOing into anything. You know, there's always going to be time. You don't have to catch the bottom, because if we do get a true trend reversal, we're going to have plenty of time to trade that to the upside. But you can see here on the 1 hour time frame, we actually started to give up this little uptrend that we had here. We had our high, we pushed down to our low, lower high, lower low. So we have to keep an eye on that, fighting around that 200 moving average right now. So that's going to be Bitcoin, guys. Really watch these areas as we're, you know, getting tight. That's what's going to be important for us, because the next move that we have, a serious move after being this tight sideways for long, it's going to be an explosive one, in my opinion. So that's going to be Bitcoin here, guys. Let's move on. We're going to get back to the weekly, and we're going to go into Ethereum. Also, let me know what coins you want me to cover. We're typically going to do about 4 or 5, so just put it down there, 4 or 5 along with Bitcoin. So if we take a look at Ethereum, we're at 1,189. Just give me a second here to clean this up for us. I had some stuff on the lower term time frame there. Okay, so for Ethereum, same deal. When we're taking a look at this here, guys, we're trading below our 30-week, we're trading below our 50-week, and we are trading below our 200-week moving average, which we're fighting with right now. We need to get up over top of that this week, and that's going to roughly be at about $1,200. So a big fight around this $1,200. And you know, guys, if we do get a bounce, because we've been so extended to the downside, same deal. We put our fib on here, and we go down, say we get a bounce, you know, even up to that 0.236, that could put us at 1,500. That 0.382 could put us back at around $1,900, because we have been so extended to the downside. Nothing's guaranteed, but if we do bounce, those are areas I would watch for just a potential lower high before we potentially go lower. So that's something you got to keep an eye on here, guys. You know, the bears, they have been getting greedy. You can see how extended we are to the downside here, so I definitely wouldn't want to take a short down in this area, and that may be enough to have shorts covering, and then we get a little pressure to get a bounce out of here. But right now it's still just looking weak here, guys. You know, we get into our 1 day time frame right here. So we had our low that was about at 885. High of the bounce was $1,200. Came down, higher low, Tried to set that higher high, but lacking follow through yet again, trading below our 30, our 50, and our 200-day moving average. So guys, this area of about 885 is going to need to hold. That's going to be our support area for Ethereum right now. Same deal, had that climax volume. We're going to have to see if that marks a local bottom, but this is still a dangerous time to be taking longs if you're trading. If you're a long-term investor, just continue to do what you do. These are good dollar cost averaging areas, but if you're trading, I'm going to wait for a better opportunity, in my opinion. So that's going to be Ethereum. Next one, 88. We're sitting at 48 cents right now. Still trading within this wedge. And if you're here for 88, just put 88 down low so I know. So guys, the main areas here, if we put on our pivot points that we need to hold, we had 38 cents, we had 44 cents, and we had 41 cents. So right around that 40-cent range, we're going to need to hold. In terms of overhead resistance, we're going to be looking up to about 65 cents. It's going to be the range. We are still, trading in this wedge. We've been tracking for quite a long time now. And we're trading below our 30, our 50, and our 200 moving average right now. So we want to see some volume creep in. If we do get a break out of here, I'd look up to this 200-day moving average, see if that could be overhead resistance, and that would be back up around 93 cents, because we do know when ADA moves, it moves very fast and aggressive, both to the upside and the downside. When we get these moves here, guys, they can be 40, 50, even more percent than that. So we just got to keep an eye on it, but that would take Bitcoin, finding this local bottom and turning around as well. And then we'll take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin's at $55.71 right now. For Litecoin, guys, let me know if you're here for LTC. We'll keep doing it. Last time you guys put Litecoin, so we're going to throw it in here. So for Litecoin, guys, trading below our 30 here. Today we're actually fighting with it. We haven't closed below it, but trading right at that area, that 30 moving average, trading below our 50 and our 200 on the daily time frame. So we have to watch that. The main areas for overhead resistance, if we do get a move up out of here, is going to be around that $70 to $74 range. Could be a spot. If we get over that, then there's a nice little gap here that could put us back up even around that $100 range, but we have so much work to do before we talk about those areas. Now, if we drop to the downside here, we'd look for support roughly at around that $40 to $44 area. Same deal, had this climax volume, guys, which that's new. Even throughout this downtrend here, we didn't have many times where it was that high. And last time we had that type of volume, it marked the top. So we're looking to see if this could be the bottom here. Still a ton of work to do, but really watch these areas, guys. Be safe in these areas. Watch the price action. Realize we're in a downtrend right now and we got to get out of it. So God bless you all. Take care.